Hey guys, today I'm going to show you something that a bajillion people have asked me about. It looks pretty intimidating, I guess. If you don't really know how to play this, it kind of looks intimidating. It is not difficult at all. It's a very simple pattern. Basically what I do is I play 2 strokes with my right hand, followed by 2 with my kick. In essence, that's what it is. So right, right, kick, kick, right, right, kick, kick, and then I just use that exact same pattern and I just split it up around the kit. So the reason why this is called a sweep is because usually I split up those 2 first notes with the right hand on 2 different voices. So I'll go tom snare or snare tom. So that kind of makes it seem a little tricky. But before we even get to that kind of stuff, I just want to break down the essence of this groove again. It's right, right, kick, kick. So if I don't sweep, if I don't split this up between different voices on the kit, if I just play it between the kick and the snare, this is what the pattern sounds like. So that is the essence of the pattern. And then, like I said, what I just do is I just take those first 2 notes, the right, right, and I just split it up on 2 different voices. So I use the rebound of the snare and the rebound of all the drums, even the rebound on the cymbals, and I kind of just bounce the stick between 2 different voices. The reason why I'm specifically mentioning the rebound of these things that I'm hitting is because that plays a crucial part in actually being able to bounce the stick from one thing to another. So when I'm going snare, floor tom, kick, kick, snare, floor tom, kick, kick, then that very first note that I play on the snare, I am mindful of the second one. I'm not thinking about the first one and then going, oh right, there's a second one. It's not 2 separate strokes, it's one motion. It's like this, ta-da, ta-da. That's the core of this groove. And so how I applied this in the intro, kind of when I was playing, was in a few different examples, but I just want to teach you one of them so that you can kind of take that and apply it in different ways on the kit and make it your own. But like I said, a really important thing about this is the 2 notes on the kick. And I know a lot of guys kind of struggle with doing 2 notes consecutively at a high tempo on the kick. And I use the slide technique for this. You can also use the heel toe. I'm not going to get too deep into that right now. If you have a double bass pedal, you can totally use the double bass pedal as well. But what I use specifically relating to this pattern that I'm going to teach you is just my right foot. So I just go right, right, but I use the slide technique to do that double stroke. I can seriously recommend getting your right foot speed or your leading foot speed up using techniques such as the slide or the swivel or the heel toe. I use the slide and the heel toe to get that kind of double stroke on the foot. So I use the slide, but I'm not going to elaborate on that. But the pattern that I want to show you is between the first floor tom, so the 14-inch floor tom, and my snare. And that's where it's at. So I play a groove, and then I play 30-second notes between the floor tom and the snare. Actually, I'm just going to play that for you. At a slow tempo, I'll just play exactly the pattern that I'm going to teach you, exactly the length that I'm going to teach you at a very slow tempo, so that you can see that I start with my right hand, I play 2 strokes with my right hand, splitting it up between these 2 drums, and then I go back. So that's pretty much as slow as I can play it while still keeping the feel of it intact. What I should say though, and this is really important, I'm playing 30-second notes, and I know a lot of people will go, but how do you count 30-second notes? If you're counting 16th notes as 1 E and a 2 E and then how am I going to speed that up and count 30-second notes? But the best advice that I can give you, specifically relating to this little pattern, is to not worry about that. So rather think of it as 3 patterns, 3 iterations of the same pattern, and one of those patterns is just floor tom, snare, kick, kick, snare, floor tom, kick, kick. That's one pattern. And so we just loop that 3 times. and then we end on that little double hit on the snare and the floor tom, or whatever you want to hit. But the main thing is that I'm doing that 3 times. So within the context of that groove, it sounds like this. Specifically note on the fact that I'm playing this pattern 3 times. I'll even try and show you with my left hand where I am with regards to this pattern, but I'm just playing that same little pattern 3 times between the floor tom and the snare. So you'll see, if you think about it like that, then you don't even have to think about it as 30-second notes. Within the context of that groove, I just play the pattern 3 times between the floor tom and the snare. I don't want to confuse you with saying 3 times and 30-second notes and tons of little technical stuff. What I really would recommend, like I always do, is just to kind of understand this within the context of the groove, and then just take it to the kit. I know not everybody's able to do that, but the Cobus method specifically relates to playing drums by ear, being able to hear something and applying it to the kit. So I don't want to throw you under tons of technical jargon, but I am playing 30-second notes, and I'm playing this iteration 3 times. But that's pretty much what the groove, well, what the pattern sounds like between the floor tom and the snare. So once you've got that pattern down, like I said in the beginning, then you just start splitting it up around the kit. If you're kind of new to this, I would really suggest starting extremely slow and getting this really even. Like getting it really even between the doubles, between the hands and the feet. So that's very important. You have to keep it even before you even think of speeding it up or splitting it up. Speeding it up or splitting it up around the kit. So make sure that it's even. But what I'm going to do now is just use that exact same pattern, and I'll just start speeding it up and splitting it up around the kit. I'm going to try and do the sweep motion in between different drums, not just the floor tom and the snare, but I'll kind of come back to that pattern every now and then to show you how it sounds at a higher tempo. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate the fact that you're watching these videos. I really hope that you got something from this. A lot of people always ask me about these sweeps, so I just wanted to make it as clear as possible. I think this pretty much explains exactly how I approach this. It's not that difficult. I hope you're not intimidated by it at all anymore. It's very simple. Just slow it down and keep it even, and then it's very simple to split it up around the kit. So thanks for watching, and this is the double stroke sweep split up around the kit.